It's the wood itself and the work itself. It's always out there, and I always think about it. It's really good to be right in the moment and not have to worry about other things. Just focus on what you're doing at the time, and time seems to fly away. I see a tree or a piece of wood that's been cut down, and I think, oh, that'd make a nice box. Or that'd make a great bowl. You have to look for the grain in the wood. There's different colors, different variations in the grains. My name's Thomas Irven, and I'm a wood artist. 7th or 8th grade or 9th grade, and we had a woods and metals class, and I got to turn a clock. I always remembered it, and it wasn't until after I was working on my master's degree that I came back to it. So just kind of latent back there, but it popped out. Growing up in Indiana, and we had a lot of acorn trees, so that kind of started me doing boxes and acorns, and it's grown from there. Wood turning is typically done on the lathe. It's kind of like a potter's wheel, only turned sideways. So the wood spins on a machine, and then you use sharp tools to kind of carve it out. Sometimes the wood just will tell you what it wants to be. And I'll just look at it over a period of time, and then eventually it's like that little piece of wood kind of magically says, that's what I want to be. A bowl is basically a bead in a cove. You have a bead underneath. If you turn it over, you'd have a round bottom. That's a bead. If you turn it the other way where the hollow is a cove. There's really not much in wood turning that is other than a bead and a cove and a break or a transition. That's basically all there is in wood turning. So if you can master doing that, it's not too hard to do whatever you want to. In practice, it's a little bit harder than it sounds. Wood turners like what carpenters will just kind of toss aside. When you cut a green tree down, you have these crotch pieces. Well, they'll cut those off and they'll kind of throw them in a pile and not use them because they don't make good straight lumber. Wood turners love that. Emotion comes into it a lot. If I'm angry about something else, it's going to show up in the work. All the emotions kind of come into play. It can be a wonderful thing. There's a piece in the back of the shop here that I made after my father's death, and so I know that's that part of my life, that period of time. Wood is it's a living object, and sometimes you think it's still alive when it's flying off the lathe at you, but there are bark inclusions and things that you can't see sometimes, so you have to be very careful on what's in there and just aware of what you're doing. I hope more people look at woodworking as art, but I'll just keep making what I make, and hopefully they like it.